Hello automation anywhere lovers, welcome back to KT Sessions. In today's session, we are diving into world of REST APIs, particularly in the context of Automation Anywhere 360. So if you have been following our playlist, you know we previously covered the JSON parser package in Automation Anywhere A360. And as you may know, JSON plays a crucial role in APIs. So if you haven't seen that video yet, make sure to check it out. Now let's get started. So first thing first, what exactly is an API? So API stands for Application Programming Interface. It's like a bridge that allows different software application to communicate with each other. Think of it as a waiter in a restaurant. You tell the waiter that you want. They relay the message to the kitchen and then bring back your food. So similarly, our APIs works. Now let's focus on REST APIs. REST stands for Representational State Transfer. It's a set of rules that developers follows when creating APIs. And REST APIs use HTTP requests to perform tasks such as getting data from a server or sending data to a server. And there are some methods that we encounter with REST APIs: get, post, put, delete, etc. So in our upcoming videos, we will use all these methods in our control row. So first of all, let me show you one API which we are gonna use in our or in our taskbot. So this is the API which we are going to use, and this API will provide a endless amount of quotes from famous people throughout history. So whenever we execute this API or whenever we call this API, we will get a quote. And we can select the category of the quote. Means if we need a quote of a particular category, I mean, if I need a happiness quote, I can give happiness as category. And also, we can set the limits as well. But let me show you how this API works. So I have implemented this API, and if I run this, every time it will give a different code, and we will see how this API is working or how can we use this API in Automation Anywhere. But first, see one code, and here we go. The United States are a political state or organized society whose end is government for for the security, welfare, and happiness of all who live under its protection. So we are getting a code from this API. So okay, let me stop this. And in Automation Anywhere 360, we have a lot of packages or actions available for interacting with APIs. And this JSON package is very important if you are going to use this. It is crucial in APIs because it's often used to format the data being sent and received. Means we get response from the API in the JSON format. We will see all these things. So we already posted some videos on JSON packages. You can check out those. And in today's video, we are gonna use REST APIs. So when we search for REST, we can see this package, and it contains five actions. And we can use any action as per our API's method. For example, in this, this is a GET API. So you can see HTTP GET. So we will use that get method of the API. Okay, so we are using this get method. And here in the URI, we need to pass the URI of the API. And you can get all these details from the documentation of the APIs. And in our case, the URL is this one: http api.apininjas.com v1 codes and category. And we can pass the value of category. For example, I need code on a particular category like dead. So I will give the dead in the category. And also we can select a variable, or we can pass the value through a variable also. but as of now I have hard coded this value. And in get method, we need to give the another value, which is header. And header is required if it is a part of APIs, means you can check in your APIs if you need to give some API key for authentication or any other important details which we need to pass. So that thing we can give in our header. As I already said, all these details are available in the API documentation, so you can check out those details. So for example, if in my case, I need to pass a header, and in header we need to pass this X API key, and I need to pass the value of the key. So I have created a header. I can click on add header, and here I can pass the X API key, and in the next I can pass the value of the key. So which I already added here. And that's it. And after that we can select a dictionary or a multiple variables. So guys, as I already said, you must be aware of JSON part, means because once we execute this API, we will get this type of response, and it is in JSON, and this is the JSON array, and it contains three elements inside array: a code, author, and category. For okay, so once we execute our once we execute our API, we will get a response. So we are going to save our response in the dictionary response. And you can see here, use response header names as key to fetch header value, and body as key to fetch body of the response. So we need, if we want to fetch the body, we will use the body key body. So let me show you. After executing this API, we will get a response in our dictionary. So let me use the dictionary, and we need to pass the key, which will be body. Okay, so let me run this. Here we go, we got this code, and you can see code, author, and category in the response. So like here we have code, author, and category. We got all these three elements, and this is a JSON type response. So now from this response, we need to extract only code. Okay, in that case, we that JSON will comes into the picture. We can use the JSON, and we can extract the value of this code. So let me show you. For this, we are going to use JSON parser JSON object manager package, and here it is initialize action and then query action. So in initialize, we will pass this response body. We will go to this initialize, we will give the session name, and we will pass this response body, and return string we can give anything or sample string. And in query, we need to give the value which we want to extract, means we want to extract this code, and this code is available in a array. So we need to give the expression accordingly. For this, we have to give the root element, means root element. There isn't any name. The name of the root element is not present, means the array. So we will give double quote, double dollar sign 2 times, and however we need to give only $1, but in Automation Anywhere we need to give $2. If we give 1, it will give the error. And this is for root element, and we are going to extract the value from the first or the 0th index. So means first index, the path of the first index is 0. So after that we will press we will add a dot, and then we can give the name of the element, which is called in small. So we will save this in sample string, and we can print a sample string. And here we go, we can see only quote is available. Similarly, we can extract the category or the author name also. Here we need to give the author. So that is why I was saying, like, you must be aware of these this concept of JSON, because we can execute the API very easily, but once we get the response of the API, it will be difficult to extract the particular value. So now we are extracting two values, author and quote. So using API in Automation Anywhere is very easy process. Just you need to understand, like, how can we extract the value from the JSON data or the response of the API. That is a bit challenging, but no issues. You can check out our videos on the JSON, and you will be able to understand the concept of JSON. So here we go, we got and we got the author name. Similarly, we can use other APIs methods, means post method and all those methods. So in upcoming videos, we will use all these methods. So thank you guys for watching this video. Do let me know if you still have any doubt or any question. Please mention in the comment section below. Thank you.